toenails turn blue? That's toenail polish. Jeez, I can't believe you guys asked that question. All right, what else do you, oh, so next speakers, this is pretty exciting. So we've only got 3 speakers left, and the 3, actually 4, because the next people are a couple. And then we've got Juliet Varga-Listen, and we've got Ben Fuchs. So we're very excited about this, but D and C Blackburn. Here's what I love about them, and it's pretty funny because I think they're gonna split up their speech, which is insanity, because I've never seen them apart. And what inspires me about these 2 people is they are one. And that's what I want to be when I grow up. You know, I don't like being known as Tom Chenault. I like being known as Tom and Denise Chenault. And I have seen that by Steve and Dee at a level I can't believe. And that's what I really, really aspire to be. They share everything, travel of the world, their health, their faith, their love of their children, everything. And they are smart. She's got a master's degree, he's an architect, but you would never know it because everything that they do comes from their heart for family, for adventure. They are beautiful people, and with that, Steve and Dee Blackburn, prepared to the 9s. Pay attention.
Yes, we are going to do this separately because our topics really don't gel together. So I am going to talk about continuing Tom and Denise's thread on making money in this business and leveraging corporate promotions to increase your business. Just here for a second. And one of the things that is one of those things that starts in childhood is who likes to win prizes? Every child, every adult, and if we're really honest, doesn't it just feel great when you get a raffle ticket like I handed you at the door and told you it's a winning one? Well, guess what? 10 of you are going to be winners today, and I'm right 10 times. And anyway, you're all winners because you're partying in Japan. So, 13. Oh, odds are getting better. Anyway, so Longevity Corporate leverages our attraction to winning prizes and being winners by creating incentives and contests and challenges. And they also understand that most people like recognition. Remember the field day ribbons? You pinned it on and you wore it for a week until it started to curl up and fray. Well, they also give recognition as an incentive. So there are several different places on which you can find this information. And I'm going to have a little cheat sheet that is a PDF that you can take a picture of, and then you can also get it later as an attachment so you don't have to write everything down. But one of the things is there are annual promotions, there are occasional promotions, there are monthly promotions, there's individual promotions, and there's team promotions. Well, guess what? They're not all in one place. And there's different places that you can learn about different things. So the first promotion that I'm going to tell you about is the one that Tom and Denise alluded to with the brick rink. And that was, the current promotion is the 300 Club. And the 300 Club is enrolling 3 new people and having their cumulative new orders be 300 QB or more. Well, that's just one. However, what they do is they cleverly create these promotions so everyone wins. There are drawings, there are prizes, but the real way that you win is you create consistent habits, like Marianne talked about, doing business building activities, money-making activities, of setting an enrollment goal every month of 3 new enrollments. However, you're not limited to 3 because there's a 600 club, there's a 1,000 club, there's a, I forget what the other one is. But anyway, you don't have to stop at 3. And why would you? When you get on a roll after creating the good habits for 90 days, you're going to get many more. Then there's what Joel and Nikki alluded to. There are fitness challenges. And the Better Health Challenge goes on quarterly. And they give prizes out, and you do have to enroll in that. and it's ytybetterhealth.com. And then there's also a Facebook group that goes along with that. And then there's also a grand champions announcement at convention. Well, if you have qualified in a quarter, you can bet you're going to be at convention to see if you win the grand championship. This is also a team event, so you can have people join as a team and lose weight loss together. This is a recruiting tool. You can recruit new people to lose weight. You can get people who started in longevity and haven't done anything to get involved in the challenge. This is a recruiting technique as well. Another thing that you can do is, this is not showing up very well. Anyway, the other thing is promotions.longevity.com is where the 300 Club is. The Resource Center has links to the Better Health Challenge, and there is a Better Health Challenge website and Facebook page. There's also an annual contest called the Top Achiever Club. This is one of our favorites because one of our passions is travel, and the reward for Top Achiever Club is an awesome expense-paid trip with longevity leaders. This is something that gives me chills when I think of somebody qualifying it for the first time. And what's even more exciting is when you get to bring team members who've qualified with you. So we've been on several of these, and we've had 2 team members qualify for them as well. This is something that you got to keep in front of you on your dream board. They're going to Cancun 2020. It's too late unless you're a super achiever to qualify by the end of September. However, it's not impossible. You set your visualization and you set a goal, you can do it. Oh, it's Cabo, sorry. Did I say Cancun? It's Cabo. They're both kind of the same. You get margaritas, tacos, salsa, guacamole. Anyway, this is a wonderful thing, and it's a 1-year qualification, and it's going to start again October 1st to qualify for 2021. So what you want to do, of course, is start creating those habits within the 300 Club, build on the 300 Club, and get yourself qualified and your team. Another thing that longevity does as far as recognition incentive is the Circle of Honor. And the Circle of Honor starts once someone's hit the 1-star level and maintained it for 3 months. And that's a recognition at convention. It's also wonderful. Sometimes they do a separate event. They give you a ribbon and pen. So you also get a pin. Marianne, do you have your 300 Club pin with you? No. Oh, okay. I don't have one with me. Anyway, there's a 300 Club pin. And the other thing is there's a separate website for the Top Achiever Club. And that is up there right now. So the goal of the incentives in corporate is to motivate people to grow their business. And they give out great prizes. We did the fitness challenge a couple of years ago, and we got $500 in products. It was awesome. We have also done the team challenge, which is going to come up again, I believe. I'm not psychic, but I bet another one's coming this fall. And the team challenge is a great way to recruit a bunch of people to build a team and strive together to grow your business. Anyway, what I want you to know is there are several places and that resources out there for you. There's Facebook pages. If you aren't plugged in yet, and there's a couple of new people, so you want to get plugged into the Facebook pages. The other thing is every month there's a kickoff Facebook Live from corporate that announces whatever's going to be the incentive for the month. And you want to be on that. We're halfway through August, so there's going to be a September one, and it's a weekend, so I'm not sure when they're going to do it. But anyway, it's coming. The other thing is product promotions. Right now, there's a back-to-school promotion with products that are at a discount. This is a great way to switch where you shop, like Denise talked about, and get people to buy what they're buying for back-to-school from longevity, from you. It's a variety of products. There's spices, there's essential oils, there's a pet product, there's Rebound, there's backpack, there's all kinds of good stuff. Well, tell people about it, and you can also find that on the app. The app has a really good shareable little thing that you can send to people, and it's in your store. The last thing, back to Tom and his near and dear beverage of choice. There's a get one, give one coffee promotion that's been going on all year, and I believe it's going to continue. That's another way to get the coffee lovers buying their coffee. Buy one, get one free. Anyway, I get to turn this over to my better half now. And so without further ado, someone who turned 40-ish yesterday, happy birthday, sweetheart.
Hey everybody, I'm so glad that you're here today, and I'm hoping you got something of value to take home with you, and I hope that I can give a little bit more on top of what you've already received. So who loved Nikki's story about Pickle's vision board? Wasn't that not incredible? Right? So I want to take that a little deeper, and I want to talk about creating empowering vision for you and your life and your relationships and your business, because there's power in visualization, and I can't think of a better story than Pickle's drawing. Of course, I love drawing anyway, but it comes true, and it came to her, and it can come to you too. So as Tom mentioned earlier, I'm an architect and a designer, and I've seen how vision, which is simply seeing something before it's tangible and in front of me, it's key to making it happen. The vision has to come first. So you've heard it all before, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And so, while your goals and objectives for your successful life and your family or your business may start as a list of words, I'm going to encourage you to add a picture to represent or symbolize those experiences. Also think about how you want to feel when those goals come true, and how they're going to be attracted into your life. So creating a vision board, and here's just a picture of one of mine that I have in my office, or a vision book, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit, will help your brain focus on what you've decided is closely aligned with your values and your beliefs for your future. So 5 years ago, I did this dream weaving exercise that I've shared in past Super Saturdays, and where I wrote down 90 things that I wanted to be, do, or have. And I like what Jack Canfield says in his book, The Success Principles, which I just read and reread. It's a hefty manual. It's 64 principles, so there's 64 chapters in here that talk about how to have a better life, and I recommend that. But in chapter 3, it talks about getting clear on what it is you want. And so I wrote these things down. It took a couple of hours to come up with that grand list of 90 things. By the way, you don't have to have 90. You know, start with 10 or 20 or 30. Start somewhere. And create for yourself a vision for your future. So very quickly, my brain got to work, and something magical happened, just like what happened with Pickle's story. A vibration was sent out to the universe, and opportunities began to come my way to fulfill my dreams. As an example, in this vision sequence, I wrote down, I'd like to go to Machu Picchu. Now, Machu Picchu is this ancient site built by the Incas in a very remote place on Earth. And when I wrote it down, I was like, that would be something, you know, to get to the Andes Mountain someday. Well, about a year later, a friend asked if Dee and I wanted to join them on a tour of Ecuador and Peru. And I immediately responded, are you going to Machu Picchu? And she said yes. And so we replied, we're in, we're gonna go. And 2 years later, after that request, there we were. We were climbing those ancient ruins in the middle of nowhere in Peru. It's amazing, but it started with writing it down, and it started with finding a picture. So you see, in my mind, it saw the vision before my body got there. And so now I've expanded this book to, and if you could bring up that video, Joel, that'd be great, to 99 goals and dreams that I have. I call it Dreams for Life. And what I've done is taken these pictures and put them into a start to finish book, which is a longevity photo division product that I brought with me. But the best way to see it is on this video, which is simply me giving you a tour of the book. And so, how about you? What do you really want out of your life? Is it a great relationship? Visualize it. Is it cash flow to give your family financial freedom? Visualize it. Is it traveling the world? Visualize it. Is it changing a habit like Mary Ann talked about? You can visualize that too. Is it a big, hairy, audacious goal? Do you think, how could I ever do this? Visualize it, and it'll happen. So again, I reread this compendium of success principles this year by Jack, and he's got a simple 6-step process for making a vision board, like the picture that I had up there earlier. So step number 1, so 6 steps, create a list of goals you would like to achieve. Get clear on exactly what you want your ideal life to look like. So you can see chapter 2 and 3 in this book. Number 2, collect a bundle of glossy magazines with beautiful pictures. It might be magazines you have at home or borrow a friend's. You can come to our house and get Travel and Leisure magazine, that's always a good one. You can go to a thrift store and get recent magazines there. You can do what I did. I did a Google search after I created my list, and I just went and got pictures that way. Then step number 3, find the pictures that represent your goals. Number 4, make a collage out of your photos. So take a poster board or a bulletin board, glue, tack, tape, any arrangement which is visually pleasant to you, and get it in front of you. Put it in your office, put it in your bathroom, put it somewhere you're going to see it every day, because your brain is creating those neural pathways that Joel talked about earlier. Every time you glance at it, it's like magic. Number 5, add motivational affirmation words that represent how you want to feel. So those kinds of words might be, I want to feel joyful, abundant, powerful, fearless, loved, strong, healthy, loving, financially free. And then finally, take a few moments each day to contemplate your vision as you glance at those photos. So when I created my vision board, I used digital pics from an image search. I just went to Google and I said, image of Machu Picchu. And up came beautiful pictures. You right-click them, you save them to your drive. And then I made a Word document, this 5 years ago, with my goals. Then I dropped that image and I wrote how achieving that goal would make me feel. And I carried it everywhere I went. I was a national architect, so I was on planes all the time. I would just carry that document with me, and when I was on an airplane, I would look through it and think about what it's going to be like to have those dreams come true. I also printed the image. That JPEG that I showed you earlier is hanging in my office, and so I just took those JPEGs and sent them to Walgreens. This is before we had Snap to Finish, and I just had a print 4x6s of those. I put them up in my office. As time went by, my dreams began to manifest. I'd look at those images that represented my achievements, and I would feel gratitude for how the law of attraction is working in my life. I keep a daily gratitude journal by my bedside, and I write down 5 things every day that happened that day that I feel grateful for. So 2 years ago, I achieved my dream number 79 of retiring early from architecture and construction. And I took Dee's, finish up now. I took Dee's great suggestion and put my vision into this book. And so now I've got this 8.5 by 14 photo book that has the check mark areas for me to check off when they happened and what date it happened and who I did it with. And then it's more than a bucket list. It's a thoughtfully designed master plan to what my future looks like. Next to the Bible, this is the most important book I possess. I know that you might, what you might be thinking, I can't create a glossy hardback book of my dreams like Steve. And I'm telling you, you don't have to. But you can do what Jack Canfield describes on a vision board. So have fun. It's your life. What are you going to make of it? Thank you.